All right, so let's take a look at our math. We are in our Mod 2 packet. Make sure you have watched the Lesson 3 video. Bless you, Chloe. Sorry, my dog is sneezing. Anyways, Maria has 9 snowballs and Tony has 6. How many snowballs do they have in all? So we're no longer breaking it down into 3 numbers and combining 2 of them to make 10. We're going to have our 2 numbers and we're going to break apart one of them to make 10 from another. Let me show you what I mean by that. So first, 9 and 6 make blank, okay? To make that easier, we're going to turn 9 and 6 into 10 and something else. So Maria has 9. I'm going to borrow one from Tony, or take one from Tony, and that's going to give me 10, okay? So I now have 10. How many is Tony left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So now I have 10 and 5. And for some of you, 10 and 5 is a lot easier to figure out in your head than 9 and 6. So 10 and 5 makes 15. Okay? If 10 and 5 makes 15, what's 9 and 6 make? Right, 15, because the total number up here hasn't changed, right? I didn't add any of the circles. I didn't take away any of the circles. So my total number of circles hasn't changed. All I'm doing is I'm moving them from spot to spot, from group to group, to make it easier for my brain to figure it out. So now instead of it being 9 and 6, it's 10, because I borrowed one of Tony's and I brought it over to my group, and 5. Okay? Same total. I'm just changing how they're divided to make it easier in my brain. Okay? So 9 and 6 makes 15. 10 and 5 makes 15. Maria and Tony have 15 snowballs in all. Okay? Now let's take a look at number 2. I'm going to use different colors to try to help you understand what we're talking about. Okay? So Bob has 9 raisins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Johnny has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Bob has 9, Tony has 4. 9 and 4. I'm not going to change my numbers, but instead of saying 9 plus 4 equals a number, I'm going to say 10 plus something equals a number, because it's easier for my brain to understand and interpret that. So I'm going to borrow one of Johnny's to make 10, because 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, so now I have 10 plus 1, 2, 3, and 10 plus 3 is equal to, my pen is not working, it's 13, but it won't. I'll just use a Sharp. No, I don't want to use a Sharpie because it'll bleed through. I'll get a different color pencil. Hold on. So 10 plus 3 is now equal to 13. So if 10 plus 3 is 13, then 9 plus 4 also has to be 13. So you'll get to a point in doing this where in your head, you're going to be able to go 9 plus 4. 9 needs 1 to make 10. So 10, take that away from the 4. 3, 10 plus 3, 13. It'll go much quicker than that in your head, but That's the process you'll go through. 9 plus 4 equals 9. Borrow one of the 4, make it 10. 10 plus 3, 13. Okay? So, Bob and Johnny have 13 raisins all together. Okay? 9 plus 4 was my original. Then I made that 10 plus 3 to get 13. All right? So, there is a line in the middle here. Ignore that. It's just from the copy machine. There are 3 chairs on the left side of the classroom and 9 on the right side. How many total chairs are in the classroom? So, there are 3 chairs on the left side. 1, 2, 3, and 9 on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I am going to borrow 1 from the left side and bring it over to the right so that I have 10, a group of 10. And how many are left over? 2. So it goes from 9 plus 3 to 10 plus 2. And that is, 10 plus 2 is 12. 9 plus 3 is also 12 because the total amount of chairs in the room doesn't change. I'm just moving them around to make it easier. So go ahead and go down and do number 4. Draw me a picture. Show me how you borrowed. Okay? And then go ahead and solve it down below. So do number 4. Okay? And then we are going to move on to page 15. We're going to make a 10 to add a 9. So all of these start with 9 as their beginning number. So we're going to borrow 1 from the other 10 frame to make that easier. So make 10 to help you solve. So I'm going to take away 1 from the second, from this 10 frame. I'm taking that 1 away and putting it over here. So I'm moving it from here to here. Okay? So now this is 10, and how many do I have left over here? 2, and what's 10 plus 2? 12. Okay, same thing with the next one. I'm going to take one of them away and add it to the 10 group. So I'm going to make the 9 a 10. How many do I have left? 5, 6, 7. 10 plus 7 is 17. Okay, so you're going to keep doing that all the way through. You do not have to actually physically draw this part, but it might help you for kids who are not understanding this. If you're still a little confused by it, which is okay, this is brand new for you guys. It's a new concept in your brain. Okay? So if you're not able to just do this visually, then please make sure you go ahead and show how you're moving one of them, removing it from here and moving it to the 10 group, and then add your numbers together. Okay, go ahead and complete that page. And then we are going to move to page 16. Is that right? Yes. We're going to move to page 16 and complete page 16. Same skill. If you're needing a break, stop, go take a break, do something, and come back and finish this. I know I'm pushing you guys on math today, but we need to get this concept, and if we just keep practicing it, we're going to get there. Okay, so if you need a break, stop, go take one, go read your book now, go listen to Junie B if you haven't already, go play with some toys for 15, 20 minutes, come back, and we'll try it again. All right, so page 16, make a 10 to add. So what we're gonna do is we've got 9 plus 4. Okay, so we're gonna break apart the 4 into 2 parts to make 10. Okay, so I have 9 plus 4. I know I have to borrow 1 from my 4. Okay, I have to borrow 1 from my 4 to make that work. Here, let me draw it on here for you. So if I have 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 plus 4. Okay. Using the pictures, I would borrow 1 from the 4. So when I do that, I'm basically breaking the 4 into 2 separate parts. 1's gonna go over to my other 9 to make 10, and 3 are gonna be what's left. So I'm gonna make a 1 and a 3 as my 2 parts, and my 9 and 1 are gonna make 10. Okay, so I've got my 9 and my 4. I'm borrowing 1 from my 4 to make it 10. So I'm borrowing 1 from my 4 to make 9 plus 1, which is going to give me 10. My 4 gets broken down into 1 and 3 as its 2 parts. Okay, so now I've got 1 and 3. So 9 and 1 make 10. 10 plus 3 is what the problem's going to become. And they're showing you that right down here. That's all here. It's just in just numbers without pictures. And 10 plus 3 is, oops, 13. Good job. So 9 plus 4 is also 13. Okay. So, I don't know why they have it in 3 pluses. It should be an equal sign. So turn each one of those last pluses into equal signs. That was a mistype by them. Each one of these should be an equal sign, not a plus sign. So go ahead and fix that part. All right, so now each one of our numbers that is not 9, because right now we are working on adding to 9 to make it 10 to help with our addition. So we're going to borrow 1 from each of the other numbers that's not 9. Okay, so let's look at 7 plus 9. Okay, so I have to borrow 1 on this side to make it 9 and 1 to give me my 10. Okay, so I've got to borrow 1 on that side. That's got to be one of my parts of my 7. What's the other part? If 1's one of my parts, what do I have to add to 1 to get to 7? 6. Good. Okay, so now I've got 6 and 1 are my 2 parts of 7. So 9 and 1 make 10. So 9 and 1 are going to give me my 10. And what am I left over with? 6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. Okay. Go ahead and complete those last 4. And then snap a picture and send it to me. Ask mom and dad for help if you're struggling to understand. Or have them send me a message and we can work through it together. Okay? I know this is new information, but you guys got this. You are rock stars. If you need to get out items and move them around, awesome. Get out your colored pencils. Start with Like for our next problem, start with 9 in one section and 2 in the other, and then manipulate the colored pencils to solve your problem. Okay? But in your brain, you need to figure out how to make 9 become 10 by borrowing from the other number. Okay? So, make a 10 to add, page 16. That will be our last page for today. Great work, guys.